Are you retired or nearing that golden chapter of life? Then listen up, because today we're diving into a topic that could save your peace of mind. As parents, it's natural to want to support your grown kids, to lend a hand out of love or habit. But here's the reality check. Giving too much after retirement can quietly erode the freedom and security you've worked so hard to build. In this video, we're breaking down 7 things you should never hand over to your adult children. Not because you don't care, but because safeguarding your health, independence, and joy is just as important. Stick with us to the end, because these insights could be the key to a retirement filled with calm, confidence, and true connection. Let's get started. 1. Your retirement savings or emergency funds. You've spent decades building this financial cushion, a safety net for your golden years. But dipping into it to bail out your kids, whether for their debts, bills, or dreams, can jeopardize your future. It feels like love to help, but this generosity could leave you vulnerable when you need that money most. This isn't about turning your back on your kids. It's about safeguarding your security. Your savings are your lifeline for healthcare, unexpected costs, or simply living comfortably. Once you give that money away, it rarely returns. If your health takes a turn or expenses pile up, you could be left scrambling, with stress creeping into every doctor visit or bill. That financial strain can weigh on your mind. Stealing the peace retirement should bring. Consider Thomas, a 78-year-old who gave his daughter $25. Over a few years. It started small, helping with car repairs, then grew to cover her rent and a new business venture. I thought I was supporting her, he said, but I drained the funds I needed for myself. Now, every medical bill brings a wave of worry. His story shows how incremental giving can erode your foundation, leaving you anxious about your own future. Your savings represent a lifetime of effort, sacrifice, and planning. Handing them over risks your independence, forcing you to rely on others later. Something you and your kids both want to avoid. It's not selfish to say, I need to keep my funds secure. It's wise. Your kids have time to rebuild their finances, but you may not have the years or energy to start over. Protecting your money ensures you stay in control of your life. If you want to help, set strict limits. Decide what you can afford to give without touching your core savings, and stick to it. Encourage your kids to explore loans, budgeting, or other resources instead of leaning on you. Offer advice before cash, guiding them to solutions that don't compromise your stability. This approach shows love while keeping your future intact. By guarding your savings, you're not just protecting yourself, you're sparing your kids the burden of supporting you down the road. A worry many carry quietly. Clear boundaries create a win-win, letting you enjoy retirement without financial fear and fostering independence in your family. If this resonates, let us know in the comments to let us know you're here. Haven't subscribed yet? Hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated with our videos. Your support helps us keep delivering tips for a secure retirement. Stick around for the next point, and let's keep building a life of freedom and peace. 2. Your home or property before it's necessary. Your house isn't just a building. It's your sanctuary, your safe haven, the place where you call the shots on who comes over, how you live, and when you rest. Transferring ownership to your kids might seem like a kind act, maybe to help them out, dodge future taxes, or simplify inheritance. But handing over the deed too soon can strip away your security and control in ways you might not expect. This isn't about questioning your children's trustworthiness. It's about recognizing that life throws curveballs. When you sign over your property, you could lose the right to make decisions about your own home, depending on where you live. Getting that control back might be nearly impossible. Your home is your anchor, grounding you with stability and independence. Giving it away risks tying your future to someone else's circumstances, like their financial struggles, divorces, or unexpected life changes. Consider Margaret, a 79-year-old who transferred her home to her son, thinking it would protect the property from future medical costs. Everything was fine until her son faced a messy divorce. Suddenly, Margaret's house was caught in a legal tug-of-war. I felt like a visitor in my own home, she shared, her voice heavy with regret. I just wanted to help, but I lost my sense of safety. Stories like hers show how a well-meaning choice can unravel your peace. Your home represents decades of effort, a place you built to feel secure. Handing it over prematurely could leave you vulnerable, especially if your kids hit rough patches. Their problems, like job loss or legal battles, could become your problems if your name's no longer on the title. And once that happens, your ability to live on your terms could slip away. 3. Unlimited access to your time and energy. After years of hard work, your retirement is your chance to savor life's simple joys. Whether that's reading a book, gardening, or just relaxing. But many retirees find themselves giving away this precious resource by always being on call for their grown children. Running errands, babysitting, or handling endless requests. What starts as loving support can morph into an obligation that leaves you drained. This isn't about refusing to help. It's about protecting your well-being. Your time and energy are finite, especially as you age. And constantly saying yes can erode the rest and freedom you deserve. When your kids assume you're always available, it can disrupt your routines. From missing hobbies to skipping self-care, over time, this imbalance breeds resentment, making your days feel less like your own. Your retirement should be about living for you, not reliving the hustle of earlier years. Take Ellen, a 74-year-old who adored her grandkids and offered to help her daughter by watching them. At first, it was a joy. But soon she was driving them to school daily, missing her yoga classes, and feeling exhausted. I retired to enjoy my life, she said, not to be on a treadmill again. Her story shows how easily love can turn into overcommitment, leaving you with little energy for yourself. Your energy after retirement is like a rare treasure. Guard it fiercely. It's okay to set limits, like saying, I can help one day a week, but I need the rest for me. It's fine to prioritize your mornings for quiet time or your evenings for friends. Saying no doesn't make you unkind, it makes you wise. Boundaries show self-respect and ensure you have the strength to enjoy your passions. From painting to traveling or just sipping coffee in peace. Be protecting your time. You're not pushing your family away. You're creating space to be your best self, which benefits everyone. Your kids may need support, but they also need to respect that your retirement is your time to shine. Don't let guilt blur those lines. You deserve to live a life that feels full, not stretched thin. If this resonates, let us know in the comments to let us know you're here. Haven't subscribed yet? Hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss our next video. Your support fuels our mission to share tips for a fulfilling retirement. Stick around for the next point. And let's keep crafting a life of balance and joy. 4. The role of emotional counselor or fixer. As a parent, you've always been there to soothe tears, offer advice, or solve problems. It's second nature to want to ease your kids' burdens, even when they're grown. But in retirement, constantly taking on their emotional struggles, from work, stress, to relationship woes, can quietly sap your strength. Your heart wants to help, but your mind and body need protecting. This isn't about shutting your kids out. It's about preserving your peace. As you age, your emotional reserves are precious. and playing therapist 24/7 can leave you overwhelmed. When your adult children unload every crisis, be it job frustrations, financial fears, or personal drama, you absorb their stress like a sponge. Over time, this emotional weight can disrupt your sleep, spike your anxiety, or dim the joy in your days. Retirement is your time to nurture your own spirit, not to carry burdens that aren't yours. Picture Robert, a 76-year-old retiree whose son called nightly to vent about his struggling career. Robert listened patiently, offered ideas, and even dipped into savings to help. But soon, he was losing sleep, feeling drained, and carrying a constant sense of worry. I felt like I was sinking with him, Robert shared, yet I wasn't the one in trouble. His experience highlights the toll of being an emotional dumping ground. You love your kids, but you can't be their only lifeline. You have every right to set boundaries. It's okay to say, "That sounds tough, and I believe you'll figure it out." You can listen without solving, care without fixing. Suggest they try therapy, join a support group, or lean on friends to share the load. These steps don't mean you love them less. They show you value your own well-being. Your peace is your strength. Letting you offer love without losing yourself in their storms. Protecting your emotional space is vital in retirement. You've spent decades being the rock for your family, and now it's time to be kind to yourself. By stepping back from the fixer role, you free up energy for what lights you up. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, connecting with friends, or simply enjoying a quiet evening, boundaries aren't walls. They're bridges to healthier relationships where everyone thrives. This shift can feel hard, especially if guilt creeps in. But remember, you deserve a retirement where your heart is full, not heavy. Your kids can handle their challenges, and guiding them to other resources empowers them to grow. By guarding your emotional health, you're modeling strength and self-care, a gift that ripples through your family. 5. Direct responsibility for raising their children. Your grandkids. Grandparents often step in with open hearts, eager to help with childcare out of love. But taking on the full-time or near full-time role of raising grandchildren can overwhelm your body, mind, and wallet in ways you might not expect. Retirement is your time to rest and reflect, not to restart the demanding job of parenting. This isn't about saying no to helping. It's about protecting your health and freedom. Raising kids is intense, with constant physical and emotional demands. From chasing toddlers to managing school schedules, it can disrupt your sleep, stress your body, and pull you away from your own needs. Like doctor visits or quiet hobbies, you've already raised your kids, and stepping back into that role can steal the calm and space you've earned. Your retirement should be about enjoying your grandkids, not becoming their primary caregiver. Think of Barbara, a 72-year-old who agreed to care for her grandson while her daughter worked. What started as a temporary favor turned into years of full-time parenting. Barbara was up early for school runs, soothing tantrums, and skipping her book club to manage bedtime routines. "I adore him," she said, "but I'm exhausted. I didn't sign up to raise another child." Her story shows how love can lead to overcommitment, leaving you with little time for yourself. Your energy in retirement is precious. Taking on this role can mean sacrificing your chance to travel, relax, or simply enjoy a slower pace. The guilt of saying no is real, but so is the cost to your well-being. If your kids need childcare support, explore alternatives first. Can other family members pitch in? Is part-time daycare an option? Can you set specific hours, like weekends, instead of being on call all week? Clear boundaries show you care while preserving your space. Setting limit doesn't mean you love your grandkids less. It means you're choosing a role that lets you be the joyful grandparent, not the exhausted stand-in parent. You can still share wisdom, make memories, and offer support without carrying the whole load. By protecting your time and energy, you ensure you're present for the fun moments, like baking cookies or reading stories, without burning out. This choice can feel tough, especially when family leans on you. But your retirement is your season to prioritize yourself. You've earned the right to say, "I'll love and guide them, but raising them isn't my job." That honesty sets everyone up for healthier, happy connection. 6. Never hand over control of your financial decisions to your adult children. Your money isn't just cash in the bank. It's your lifeline, your independence, and the reward for decades of hard work. You might think letting your kids manage your bills or online accounts is a harmless way to lighten your load. But that small step can quietly shift the power dynamic, leaving you exposed in ways you didn't expect. This isn't about questioning your children's love or loyalty. It's about safeguarding your future. Your financial decisions shape where you live, the care you receive, and how you spend your golden years. Giving up that control is like handing over the driver's seat of your life. Once it's gone, reclaiming it can be a struggle. And the ripple effects can strain even the strongest family bonds. Miscommunication can creep in. And in rare cases, you might face financial misuse that leaves you feeling powerless. Picture Margaret, a 78-year-old retiree who let her son handle her banking because she found technology overwhelming. At first, it seemed perfect. He paid her bills on time, and she felt relieved. But over months, he started making withdrawals without consulting her. They were small at first, then grew to cover his own expenses. When Margaret confronted him, he said, "I thought you trusted me to handle it." That misunderstanding broke her heart and left her feeling like a guest in her own financial world. Your savings represent your sacrifices, your late nights, and your careful planning. They're your security, your ability to live life on your terms. Even if you need help with day-to-day tasks, keep your hands firmly on the wheel. If you share access, set strict boundaries. Use joint accounts with caution. Keep detailed records. And always stay in the loop about every transaction. If something feels wrong, trust your instincts and speak up. You've earned the right to decide how your money is used, and no one, not even your kids, should take that away. Holding on to financial control isn't about being selfish. It's about being wise. It protects your peace of mind and keeps family relationships healthy by avoiding resentment or regret. By staying in charge, you ensure your retirement is defined by freedom, not compromise. If this hits home, drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Stick with us as we move to the next point in this journey to a peaceful retirement. Sept. Decision-making power over your life plans. Retirement is your time to shape a life that reflects your dreams, values, and needs. But sometimes, well-meaning kids start steering your choices. From where you live to how you spend your days. Giving up this control can quietly erode your autonomy, leaving you living someone else's vision instead of your own. This isn't about ignoring your children's input. It's about staying the captain of your ship. Your life plans, whether choosing to stay in your home, travel, or pursue new hobbies, should come from your heart. When kids nudge you with suggestions like, "Maybe you should move closer to us," or "It's time to sell the car," it can feel like care. But if those ideas drown out your voice, they become directives, not support. You deserve to make choices that honor who you are now, not who others expect you to be. Take Clara, a 77-year-old who relocated to be near her son's family after retirement. It seemed perfect. Closer to grandkids, more family time. But soon, she missed her old community, her favorite coffee shop, and her independence. I thought I was gaining connection. She said, but I lost my sense of home. Clara's story shows how even loving choices can misalign with your needs if they're driven by others' plans instead of yours. Your retirement is a sacred chapter, a chance to reclaim your story. You've earned the right to decide where you live, how you spend your time, and what your future holds. While your kids' concerns about your health or safety matter, their input should inform, not override, your decision. Listening is wise, but the final call is yours. Losing that power makes it harder to steer your life back to what feels right. Protect your decision-making by speaking up with clarity. If your kids push for changes, say, I appreciate your thoughts, but this is what works for me. Write down your plans, whether it's staying in your home or starting a new adventure, to keep your intentions clear. Consult professionals like financial advisors or elder law experts to ensure your choices are solid. These steps safeguard your freedom and dignity. By holding on to your decision-making power, you're not pushing your family away. You're building a retirement that lights you up, which makes you a stronger, happier presence in their lives. Your kids may worry, but they also want you to thrive. Clear boundaries let you live authentically while keeping love and respect at the core of your relationships. This choice empowers you to craft a retirement that's truly yours. You've spent years nurturing others, and now it's time to nurture yourself. Stand firm in your choices, and let your life reflect the wisdom and courage you've gained. Retirement is your time to shine, not to give away your peace. These 7 boundaries, from your money to your choices, protect your joy and independence. Love your kids, but love yourself too. Set limits with courage, and build a retirement that's yours. Which tip hit home? Share in the comments, like, and subscribe for more wisdom. See you next time.